Did you guys notice something
I'm
different?
just special. What?
Yeah, I noticed.
A beacon?
Yeah, I noticed
My
that.
beacon
Well, I
is
assumed you
great.
guys were changing it color for each guest you had, like
Nope.
related to them. So I
Nope.
was like gonna propose to change it to like green or red, but
No, it
Nope,
was.
I
guess
have a feeling I know who did
Yeah.
it.
Nor.
No, look to your
No, that's
left and
cute.
look up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cube right there.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the CastWorks podcast. This episode, we are interviewing Misty.
Woot.
Hi.
Yay! Misty!
Yay.
Misty! 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 Misty!
Yeah, there we go.
Misty.
There we go. So Misty is one of the new people that joined us for CraftWorks Season 3. And yeah, just introduce yourself and, talk a little bit about yourself and your channel.
Hi, I'm Misty. That's basically it, Misty. I do Minecraft content and recently did a lot of escape simulator content as well, which is always fun. And I think most people would recognize me from the whole crew in episode 1. I've
Oh yeah, the
de-shifted
whole
The whole crew, yeah.
crew.
the whole crew. Yep.
I got yelled at to throw food down a hole.
Yeah, that day was just a
Oh, yeah,
weird
that's right.
day.
That was
It was a
that
weird day.
that was a very chaotic day.
It was very chaotic.
So
I had to
chaotic.
cut so much out because my episode would have been easily 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Same. Actually,
Yeah,
I think I
absolutely.
got like 3 hours or 4 hours of content. It was bad.
Yeah, it was rough. But it was a very
mhm.
exciting day one. I really loved it.
It was very fun.
Oh yeah. So Misty, tell us how and why did you start your channel?
I started my channel to like just get a taste of like what it would be like, and also to have like a creative outlet for playing a game I love, because Minecraft is so fun. And also to inspire people to follow their dreams.
Aww.
That's a very, very solid answer. I mean, I think we can definitely relate to that. I mean, being a musician outside of here, I mean, I've got that creative outlet, but sometimes that isn't always where my brain wants to go. It wants to constantly be doing something. So that's part of what started my channel, at least, was finding another creative outlet that could, I don't know, just help my brain, stay occupied and hopefully inspire others as well. So yeah, I can definitely relate.
Yeah, I think we talked about that during one of the first podcast episodes between me and you, that like it's like this not only is our creative outlet, but it's an attempt to make somebody's day better, even if for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So, Misty,
Yes.
how did you come up with your name?
What a great question. This is gonna happen the whole time.
You just keep getting up.
I press nothing and I just jump out the chair. I'm very excited for that question.
Yeah, he's very excited.
Yeah, when I started my channel, I had 2 cats. One of them named Misty and one of them named Lulu. And Misty was much more my cat. So she came first, and I used Misty Lulu as a username for lots of things for a very long time. And eventually I needed to add numbers because Misty Lulu was taken. And so 123 was apparently the only available option out of all the other number combinations I wanted to use.
Nice.
And that's the name that's stuck.
Okay. That's kind of cute. I like that. I like that you have it named after your cats.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I feel like that's an answer we've not heard before, and not anybody else that we've interviewed in last season or this season.
My answer was so boring.
She said, "It's just my name."
It's just my name.
I mean, I get it. Mine was a childhood nickname. I mean, Lane is my name, so.
Yep.
So, how did you get started with Minecraft? What kept you around?
I started a very, very, very long time ago. Back on the Xbox 360
Ooh, those days. I
Oh,
loved those
version.
360 days.
yes.
And I don't remember what year. I could not for the life of me figure out what year I started, but I kept playing until they stopped updating it at 1.13, and I just kind of didn't come back to it for a while until the Nether update when I realized I am too many updates behind now.
Yeah.
And came back 1.16 and haven't stopped since. Just kind of been here, been around.
That's so cool. I love the Xbox 360 days,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
The
I
tutorial world.
Oh, that
the
was the best thing
tutorial
ever.
world, man. Initially started with a cracked version of Java, but then when I really got into it, it was for the Xbox 360. 100%. And I went and got all the achievements and stuff, and I so vividly remember the tutorial world. And I think that's really where like I fell in love with Minecraft was the Xbox 360.
Yeah. I could see
Yeah.
it. Like, I started
I
on
loved all the
Pocket
tutorial
Edition.
worlds.
Oh, yeah. See, I started on the Pocket Edition, but I eventually got it for my Xbox, and like I mean, I preferred playing with a controller over playing with my phone as the controller. That just was weird.
Oh, I
So
cannot do that.
I can't. I don't know how people do it now, to be completely honest with
Mm-mm.
you. But yeah, so like I eventually swapped over to the 360, and the 360 is where I actually started like actually learning Minecraft, because prior to that, in Pocket Edition, I was pretty much just playing creative and just making silly things. Like, I was never actually playing survival or doing anything else. And then on the 360, that's where the shift happened for me. And then full sent
Mhm.
when I got on PS4.
Full send.
Yes.
So,
No, like loved Xbox 360, and I did play Pocket Edition for a little bit as well. But again, yeah, how do people play it? I don't know.
I
oh,
have no
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
I can't do it. I can't
Nope.
play games on my phone.
I can't. Not unless it's like a top-down game like Clash of Clans or something, but
Right.
Yeah.
So what like part of Minecraft um really drew you in and like kept you coming back and playing?
I have a pre-written answer to this question. Um,
You said I was prepared.
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I was prepared, but this isn't the next question on the list.
Look, we're not going to ask everything in the order we got them in. And we are going to bounce other questions off of some of your answers. So,
Yeah, we like to keep things spicy here.
yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I would say the creative kind of side of it, the the range of blocks, the game mechanics, just kind of every little little thing like that. It doesn't need to be like the big like survival, gotta cut down a tree. I'm just like creative.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's a lot of people's favorite part is that it's not linear at all.
I actually find that to be... those are my favorite games, I feel like. The ones that aren't linear. Like, a lot of people know how much I love, like, Elder Scrolls and Fallout and stuff like that, where, yeah, they've got a main story, but really your story is what you make of it.
Mhm.
Minecraft doesn't really even need a story, because just everything you do is 100%, just you. It's whatever you want to
Mhm.
do. It's the creative brain behind you. And
Yeah.
that's what I love about it. There's like no restrictions in
It's
Minecraft.
your story.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like way back when way back. Um, I watched Stampy and Dan TDM, and was just
Classic.
like, yeah, inspired by them. And I kind of like knew this would be like something I would at least want to try, but obviously can't do that as like a 7-year-old. So, um,
That'd be crazy.
but then kind of I was there kind of near the beginning of Pearlescent Moon and Grian and the Evo server, and also other classics like Mumbo Jumbo and Gemini Tay. And so when season 8 of Hermitcraft came around, obviously everything just kind of like hit together. Suddenly everyone was in one place, and that kind of brought me towards people like Impulse, and Scarf, False Symmetry, Cleo, Skiz, and then I kind of started my channel and was like, I am looking for inspiration for stories, and I happened to come across Millie, who was doing the Deep Dark storyline last
Yeah.
season, and I was like, I am inspired. And then, like, most recently was Isabox's Signal series, which
Oh,
is
so
just
good.
Signals was so good.
something I
So
could
good.
never imagine producing, because it's incredible.
It's
Yeah.
honestly, look, I'm a very big just Izzy fan in general, and I mean everything she produces is good. Like there's no denying that. But Signals, there was something really special about that.
Yeah. Like, me personally, I don't usually go out of my way to watch lore unless it's, by my friends or anything, and I decided to take a stab at it this season, and it didn't work out, so I've just accepted that. But, like, I always struggled to, like, follow lore and, like, because I don't know, the way my brain works, it's not very imaginative at all. And so, reading books and stuff like that, it's really hard for me to follow, but something about signals, like, gripped me, and I was fully, like I I felt immersed enough, and I enjoyed it a
Yeah,
lot. Like, it was fantastic, and she deserves all the praise that she got for
absolutely.
that
It was
series.
incredible.
Yeah, and then seeing how many of our friends were voice actors for that, and then like Teddy
It
helped
was
with the
so
music.
cool.
It's so cool. So cool. I can
Yeah.
definitely see that being a source of inspiration. Absolutely. Like I'm not a lore person when it comes to Minecraft. I never have been. Everybody knows that. Like yeah, I remember even talking about this with Izzy and E initially when they had me like burst voice acting for them, and I was like, I'm only doing this for y'all because I would not do this for myself normally. But the Signal series was one of those moments where I was like, okay, this is appealing. Like the lore there actually had me hooked the whole way.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, it was so incredible. I loved it. It was something where I'm able to like sit down and watch it the whole way through, but it feels like it was shorter than the actual video length itself.
Yeah.
And to me that means like it's got good pacing, it's enjoyable, it's engaging.
Yeah, absolutely. When you can lose track of time in it, and like it feels like it's only been 5 minutes, but you were watching a 20-minute video, that's how you know that it's a good video.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Misty, how would you describe your building style?
Ah.
Or
Okay, this
like
is a very short answer that
Mhm.
I've
Oh,
pre-written.
okay.
One word, simple. One sentence, simple with a chance of greatness.
Okay.
That's my building style. I
Okay.
I am not a good builder, so I'm not like a I can't I don't say like, I'm not a good builder. I build terrible things. I'm saying I'm not the best with the little details, but I don't want to bog myself down on a build because of little details. So I tend to just kind of keep to a modern, almost contemporary style building that is, more traditionally flat, clean, with small details that only occur occasionally to help enhance what I would say is the story of the building.
Okay. Okay. So take us through like the process. Like you're thinking of building something. What's like the first thing that you think of? Is it the lore behind it? Is it shapes? Is it what is it?
Well, it's finding the idea. What do I want to build? Yeah, what is the theme, and then what is the story? And then
Okay.
I will sketch. I will do like 3 to 4 sketches of a building that kind of fits that vibe, and I will think about circles, and I will think about squares and rectangles and cylinders, just all the kind of really basic shapes to get like an outline of the building. Almost every single build I have done has a sketch somewhere of it. Um,
Okay.
I know for a fact that the theater that I have definitely has a sketch in a book somewhere. And then I will jump into a creative world. I will find a block palette that is suitable to the build. Um, but will also have like complementary and contrasty blocks, and then I will just go crazy and build it just until I feel happy with it.
That's fair. I like the fact that you sketch it out first. I feel like I don't hear that very often that people like sketch out their builds on pencil and paper
I f-
and then go
Yeah.
I
in.
feel like that's common, but I feel like not
Is
a lot of
it?
people talk about it. Or
Oh,
or at least
Like
I say that, but like within our group, like I know I've talked to several people that have mentioned that they sketch it out before. I know, like having talked with Cap, the like previous builds of his, he's also sketched out before.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I just didn't know that or I was projecting because I don't do that.
Well, I also don't do that. Every time I'm trying to plan a build, somebody's like, "Lane, grab some graph paper." I'm like, "No."
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard is like helps out is graph paper or like especially if you're doing like organics or something and you draw your organic shape on graph paper and then you can kind of figure out, oh, this needs like this square will probably need some sort of slab or stair to get that curve in or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Okay.
I'd say like a majority of me sketching builds has come from Mumbo and his like season 10 journey of basically sketching out every single build that he had. Um, and I do
Mm.
it so that I don't lose the shape of the build and I have something to go off of rather than I don't know what to do and kind of and then you go nuts and then you end up with like this massive build and it becomes like a mind bogging kind of thing and it like pulls you down and it's like I don't want to build that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
I guess that's
Woo!
kind of cool to have that like I mean, you'll always I mean, depending upon, if you do like a world download or something like that, but it's kind of cool to like maybe make a book out of all of the builds that you've sketched and like over time just like keep putting them in that book and then eventually you'll have this like thing to look back on and see how much you've progressed.
But yeah, yeah, absolutely could be cool.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I can't say I do that
Yeah.
with builds or anything, but like as songwriter, I've got looking up here on my top shelf, I've got 4 notebooks up here, and at least 3 of them are full of lyrics. The other one's probably about a quarter of the way through. and above every song that I write, I've got the date and the time in which I started, so I can scroll, like I can flip back through the pages, and I know, like I can see all of when I did it. Oh, you
AGG.
couch potato, heck yeah. But yeah, like I can't say I do that for art, that kind of art, but like I see it from the musical perspective, but I'd love to see that from somebody through like an entire season or series, like their thought process through everything that they built. Done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long thought process for me. There's just it's like a kind of long list. And I was very tempted to make a video being like, behind the building, what this process is, what is the thought process, what are all the little details. Um,
And you should do that.
so I might do that for the theater once it's once it's done.
Yeah, no, I mean I think that could be cool. Out of the builds that you have done, what build would you say is your favorite, and maybe what captures your best overall personality?
I think this is a very obvious answer.
You say in the
It's the
theater.
theater. It's the theater. I'm a theater kid. It screams me. I am Well, the exterior is the classic flat. The interior is again, it's simple, but it captures all the details you might kind of notice when you are in a theater. Um, and it's my own take on what I wish a theater could look like.
Yeah. So
So
for context for the listeners, Misty does so much lore and stuff that like our no spoilers channel is basically him saying, "Hey, don't look at this yet." And so like we've not been inside of the theater yet.
nobody's been Alex. Well, Joy's the only one who's been in there.
Yeah, the rest of us, like none of us have seen what's been going on over there yet. So that's going to be exciting to see when that time comes.
Hopefully soon.
You've got all season, buddy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted right now. Cube
What?
is being
What's-
so sus right now.
What?
What's he doing?
Oh, I see his
He's
name
over
tag
at
up there.
Millie's, but I seen him walk away from my base, go up
Oh,
the
yeah, no,
mountain,
he's
and then
flying
fly over to
Yeah.
Millie's base over here. He's being
Hmm.
mad sus right now.
Being mad sus.
He's
up to-
recording and he's in do not disturb mode.
There's something afoot here. There's something afoot.
I'm distracted. He's trying to lure me in.
Oops.
Okay, let's see. Let's move on. Let's try to
Right.
ignore Cube's suspicious activity here. Let's see. All right, Misty. What inspired you to join an SMP?
Well, I love making new friends. I work so much better on with like others on servers, as much as you guys don't really see me around. But like being able to collaborate and be inspired and be inspiring to others. That's what brought me here. But mainly to just make new friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a specific reason why CraftWorks tickled your fancy, or
Um, well, I had only just like seen Millie, so I was only just kind of following that story, and I just happened to see the application form when it came out, and my mindset was you never know if you don't try, and I just kind of threw myself there. I was like, let's see if we do it, great. If we don't, it's okay. There'll always be another opportunity. And here I am. Apparently, I was good enough.
well, I liked it. I liked your application
Yeah.
personally.
That's great.
That's something like I think I was just talking to you about it, Lane, was that's something that I really love about CraftWorks. It's like it doesn't really matter how like old your channel is, how big your channel is, or anything like that. Like if like if we see something in you, like, why not, right? It's
Yeah.
like everybody's got to start somewhere. It's like, because like a real life example, right? It's like you you just got out of like school, right? And you're trying to find a job. But every job requires you to have experience. But how can you have experience when nobody is giving you a job, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I like that CraftWorks doesn't follow that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't thought about it that way, but that makes total sense.
I'm glad that makes sense because sometimes I don't make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
I think that's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves on, though, is like, at the end of the day, we're just all fans of Minecraft who want to
Mhm.
make content and hang out with our friends. And those friends, it doesn't matter if you've got 1 million subscribers or if you've got 2 subscribers.
Mhm.
If you're cool, we're gonna want to hang out with you. That's just all it is, right?
Mhm.
And so like that's kind of the way I look at it, is like, well, it can apply. Your channel can be brand new, but if you're putting forth the effort and give off the positive energy and the vibes that we feel like would mesh with us, that's pretty much all that's needed. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's also other criteria like being family friendly and things like that, but the big thing is putting forth the obvious effort that want to do this, that you want to be here, and also at the same time just being yourself, and your energy from your videos being kind of like the catalyst that all the crafters get to experience. And it's what I'm having trouble putting it to words, but it's like when I watch your video and I see, oh, this guy seems cool. This is somebody that I could see myself talking to. That in my brain is the criteria for whether or not I want to invite somebody.
Mhm. Mhm. We are honored that you chose to apply to us.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm honored that you guys had the audacity to pick me.
The audacity.
The audacity.
The audacity. Yeah, day one was
How
crazy,
dare.
right? Day one was crazy.
That's gonna be the little clip that goes on the thumbnail. It's just gonna be the audacity!
The
Exclamation mark.
audacity.
The audacity.
That's
Oh man.
amazing.
Okay, well, to that end, what has surprised you most about joining an SMP?
I was and wasn't surprised by all the organization that goes on behind the scenes. I knew there was gonna be, like, there was gonna be somebody who's gonna have things organized back there, but I didn't expect a lot. But there was still a lot. Um, and you guys, and you don't have, like, not there is a system to this, but nothing is set in stone. Everything is flexible, and I think that's what surprised me most about joining an SMP.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that's one thing that I really appreciate about this group is how organized we are. The thing is, like, with season 1, when I mentioned this back in episode 1, how when I was invited, one of the first things I noticed in the email from Oda was how organized it was, and how much information he was able to present, and how he was able to answer things just immediately. It told me that there was a proper game plan behind it all, and not just a game plan, but I mean, like, we're not a business, but at the same time, we are a content creation SMP, so we kind of have to have like almost a business plan going into it. I mean, like that sort of thing as well, and it's like all of that has followed through, and
Mhm.
it's the thing is, season by season, we keep adding these new things and experiencing these new things. So we're constantly having to evolve with our organization, because like this season we added merch. That's just another thing I needed to manage, by the way, but it's a fun thing, and it's something that it's just another segment of what we have. So like the best thing to do to manage everything we've got going efficiently is to have everything put away in its own area, nice and organized, so I know, hey, this is what I need to look at today. This is where I can find it. This has got all the information, and so on and so forth. Like, if anybody were to have just joined our private Discord, they would be overwhelmed with how much information there are going through the info tabs. I'm sure. But we've kept it nice and organized for ourselves, and we know where everything is. And so that's something that we try to keep up with. So it makes me feel good that somebody is coming into the SMP and is able to notice that.
Yeah, no, it's always exciting to see what kind of different organization tactics everyone uses.
Yeah, and they're just only going to continue to change and evolve over time, because I mean, we're all figuring it out as we go, so just make the most of it.
Yeah, like we're always learning something. Like Lane said, it's like something will come up and we can adjust.
Yeah,
You know, like you said, it's flexible. If you would, there's nothing concrete about this because
we're all human.
this is we're all human, and this is only season 3, so it's like we're still gonna be learning things and how to do this and all that
Exactly.
stuff.
I mean,
So
yeah, it's
and
like the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, we talk about stuff typically a lot earlier than when it happens. Like I'm talking months in advance. Like here we are. It will, as of right now, it's 8:15 on New Year's Eve, but we don't have like a date for when we're wrapping up the season or anything like that. We haven't talked about any of that, but I guarantee you in like one of our next meetings that's going to come up. You know, like that's how far out we plan things.
Yeah, like asking, but the thing is that we don't really set a date
No.
until we get everybody's input.
Exactly.
Like, hey, how much time do you think y'all need to like wrap up your season? This and that. Is this too early? Is
Exactly.
this too late? Are we pushing it? Type thing. So it's like everything is very it's an open discussion. There's not one person that makes a decision, And
Exactly,
I think that
that's
we've talked about that. It's not one person's SMP and we're all just here. It's a collective effort.
All 21 of us here make up CraftWorks. So at the end of the day, all 21 of us have a say in CraftWorks. And that's what it's about. Even the members that are sitting out throughout, season 2 or season 3 or whatever, the members that might not be actively with us, they're still allowed to give their input. Like
Absolutely.
we value that just as much too. Like it's at the end of the day, this is for all of us. So yeah, that's what it's about.
Well, this is kind of going off Minecraft a little bit. But are there any other like activities or hobbies outside of the world of Minecraft that you enjoy most?
I love listening to like music. I'm not the
Relatable.
best at creating it. I just like listening and I'll create. Um, I obviously enjoy theater and all that, so I do that very full time outside of CraftWorks. To the point of which people like I will be on the server, but I will be sitting in like a dress rehearsal. Um, I like writing and I like film and like sketching. None of which I have to be good at, but I always enjoy it.
I mean, that's
What
the thing. You
so
don't have to be good at it to enjoy it. So
It's true.
Exactly.
It's true. I love gardening, but do you think every single plant that I plant is gonna thrive and survive? Absolutely not.
Hey, look, and that's just that's just the nature of gardening.
yeah,
It's true. It's true. I can't listen. If they don't want to grow, they don't want to grow. Okay.
He says, "Some of you will not make it, and I have to be
Some of
okay with
you
that."
may die.
Yes.
And that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. I love Shrek.
Oh my god.
Oh
Misty,
man.
I don't think I know, but like, you say you work at the theater. What exactly do you do? I know like hardly anything about theater. So like what do you do when you go and you work at the theater?
So, most of the time I have just a role on a show. And when I say role, I do not mean an acting role because I'm talking about backstage. Most recently, I was the head of lighting for a show. And essentially, I work with the lighting designer, and they give me a piece of paper, and my job is to install what's on that paper inside the theater with the team, and then troubleshoot anything and all that. And I was quite lucky with the most recent show. I got to fill in for operating as well, so I would be behind the desk, pressing a singular button to go from one queue to the next. But also stage management. So I have a book from one of my assessments. We did the show called Earthquakes in London, and inside of that book, it contains the blocking for the show, which is where the actors are moving, what props they're picking up, all of that for a 3-hour show or something. It's got 5 acts, it's very long. And then it also contains every lighting cue, every AV cue, every sound cue, every spotlight cue. And for that assessment, we had to create that book from scratch and then show call to the video. So they would play the video, and I would be watching them, and I'm watching where they're moving, so I can get the cue in the right place. And I will be like, I would say, Alex, stand by, Alex 6 through 9, and that's the cue for the operator to just be ready. And then I would be like, Alex 6, go, and they would press the button for lighting cue 6, Alex being short for lighting. And then there's also production managing, which is just being somebody who is very resourceful, who leads the entire team, who makes the phone calls to suppliers, who um, works with the stage manager to create schedules. And we also do learn a little bit about producing as well, and like budgets and all that.
That sounds
So
cool.
lots of
Does,
things.
does it make you feel powerful when you get to press the button?
Oh yes, when you get to press the button, yes, it's so powerful. Sometimes the actors are waiting for that cue, so um, but it's most powerful when you have to do like several things at once and everything gets called at once, you know. Example would be LX 6, SX 8, AV 3, and then you just kind of have this moment of pause and it's go and everything goes at once. It's just very satisfying to do that.
I feel like I feel like I can see that being super satisfying. How everything just kind of
So
like
satisfying.
falls into place like that. Everything goes
Yeah,
really smooth. I like that.
so smooth.
So smooth.
My
So
inventory
smooth.
is already full.
My inventory is getting there as well.
No, like I have no extra room because I keep fishing up books and bows and fishing rods.
Well, you ask the next question, I'll
Yeah,
go
well,
get a shulker.
I've got some fishing rods and a two bows and a few saddles.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, let's see here. Hearing your passion and stuff with like theater and all that stuff, I'm gonna assume that I know the answer to this, but I want to hear about your dream job. No limitations, no nothing. Like, what would you say your dream job would be?
yes, so I answered this question in a very interesting way. Someone else actually asked the question in the Discord
I did see that. Yeah.
about like the kind of the childhood. So when I was young, I wanted to become a teacher. Um, I had really amazing teachers like coming up through school, and they were always very supportive and inspiring, and they really wanted me to follow my dreams. Um, and so like, well, I would still love to be a teacher. I'd say my dream job. Um, I would love to design some lighting or stage manage for like a massive show. Um, I'm talking like Disney World lighting shows, or better yet, we have World of Wearable Art here in New Zealand, and that's also an incredibly large show, and it's a lot of people's dreams to do that.
Yeah.
Um, but with no limitations, as in like whatever, like because like with limitations, I could actually go do those things. I think I could go work for Disney and etc. But with no limitations, I would love to be a part of TwitchCon and VidCon, and would love to work with Minecraft on events and do their kind of like live events. And while I know that's kind of possible, I feel like that's further away, but that would be really awesome.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I could see that. That'd be pretty sick, is working like being a part of
I
the Minecraft live production team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of my assessments is about event management. We learn about crowds, we learn about traffic. Like, let me get in there and and make sure that the pathways aren't going to squish you between the stalls. You know,
Fair. Yeah. It's
I've
like
never been to one of
marketing,
those things.
but not? Question mark? Right?
I mean, I'm trained in marketing as well.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It all comes under the theater umbrella on
That's
the management side.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I
It's
see it.
it's a big umbrella.
Yeah. A
It is
very
a
big
huge umbrella, and I happen to be doing my degree under that umbrella. So
There you go. Nice. Tell us 3 random facts about yourself.
I think this is the first time we brought this up so far this season. We didn't ask Blaze.
Well,
I don't think so either. I think
random fact number 1 is the fact that I left this question blank, so I didn't know 3 random facts about myself.
no, that does not count. Come on now. 3 more.
Random facts. I don't know.
Oh man, let's go, theater kid. Work on those improv skills.
Yeah. Listen, chat.
Stage
He has
people,
had
I'm
these
the
questions like a
backstage
week in
people.
advance. Oh, and there goes Cube.
I know, and I left it blank. Literally, the words written underneath it are "I am," and that is it.
I am blank.
I am.
I am whatever
I
you
am
say I
terrible under
am.
pressure. I am bad improvisational skills.
He's like, listen, I'm behind the curtain, all right?
Exactly.
Okay, so do we want to come back to that one then, or
maybe?
Okay.
okay, we'll come back to it. So instead of that, tell us about your dream project, whether it's Minecraft or otherwise.
He kind of answered that, right?
Well,
Well,
like dream
I have an
job.
answer that's different. So
Oh, it's different. Okay.
yeah, my dream like project to like work on would be starring as a voice actor on a show. I would love to voice act a character. I play a rather good villain, so I would love to do that. Better yet, creating my own show on YouTube or not, would be cool to do. It's definitely a dream project.
Ooh. A villain, you say?
Yes.
I have seen some of your lore, and I will say that I could see it.
I definitely
could
could see
see-
it. Yeah.
I could see it
You
for
haven't
sure.
seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet.
It's not the most
Oh,
evilest of
yeah.
evil Misties.
Oh, well, I promise you, there is. It's big. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna happen. That's gonna be big.
I can't wait. I guess we'll continue with the dream questions. What's your dream vacation?
I also left this one blank, honestly, because going anywhere other than New Zealand is a dream.
You sound like me just trying
not
to leave the
saying-
state I'm in.
like New Zealand, beautiful place. It's gorgeous. We have mountains, we've got like forests, we've got rivers and like volcanic stuff, and it's awesome. And I have explored like I would say 80% of New Zealand. I have been to 80% of New Zealand. But I would love to go and experience, I wouldn't say like classic tourist places, but I would love to take a look at Niagara Falls. I would love to look at the Yellowstone volcano in the US. The Grand Canyon. Would love I would love to come to the US.
That's what we're hearing. Yeah.
But also I want to go to Japan. I want to experience the kind of the suburban kind of places like Osaka and then like the more modern technology like Tokyo and all that. I'd love to I don't need a nice beach with some trees as shade. I don't need some island. Like I need the cool stuff.
He
Yeah.
said, "I don't want a Mai Tai. I want to see a
I don't want to be
volcano."
lying on a beach for 6 weeks. I want to go climb a volcano, you know?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I love that though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, man, US sucks. Get me out of here. Anywhere but here.
Yeah,
I
well,
would
you can
love to
go
see
in New Zealand. You could drive an hour and you'll end up in some beautiful place of the countryside. But there's like, it's just fields. And you can like there are places in New Zealand where it's just large flat field lands, normally just farm, and there's just nothing to see. And then there's like the South Island, which is essentially just mountains, and it is incredible. The best thing you can do if you come to New Zealand is go from Wellington to Picton or Picton to Wellington on one of the ferries, and you go through the Melbourne Sounds, and it is just it's like you're just on a boat going through all of these like kind of like small mountain like things, and it's just beautiful as long as you don't get seasick.
Yeah, I've never been on the ocean or really anything like that. I feel like I would get seasick. I'm fine in like a fishing boat, but I've never been like on a bigger boat or anything like that. So
Oh yeah, no, fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
like that's a different vibe.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Seattle, I've been on ferries and little boats that go out to the island and stuff like that. That's always a good time. Going like orca watching and things of that nature. And I gotta say, I've never felt sick when I've been on those. Ferries are pretty smooth. The little tour boats are a little bit rougher, but I never got seasick.
Yeah,
I get car sick sometimes.
I used to.
Never seasick. I used
Yeah,
to
no,
wear those little
cars-
like acupuncture bracelets.
Yeah, it's bad. The roads in New Zealand are not straight. They are not flat. They are twist and turn through mountains and forests and bumpy roads almost everywhere you go. Unless you're in like the city or like one of like the more modern suburbs.
How do we tell
Um,
him that the roads are not any better in the U.S.?
Yeah. What's that? You've been dealing with that pothole for 3 months.
Been dealing for the
Oh,
same pothole
oh.
here and down my road for 6 years now.
I can tell you this right now. We also have the pothole problem, and it is bad. They do not get repaired. This is a worldwide issue.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Luckily,
It's bad.
I've noticed like it was bad in Washington. In the city I'm in right now, it's honestly it's not that bad. They jump on any sort of like road blemishes. Like there was one little divot when I go home from work at a stoplight. The concrete was like sinking, and it was sketching me out because it just kept getting deeper and deeper. And then one day I was coming home from work and it was fixed. It was all flat again. And I was like, "Oh, heck yeah." Like so it's like I don't know, around here they're pretty good about jumping on road blemishes, and it
Yeah,
makes
no,
me happy.
not here they are. Nope.
I just wish they would paint the lines a little bit better or get reflectors, because when it rains, you don't know what lane you're in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we're not too
yeah.
bad on that aspect here. We're pretty good with all the lane stuff.
Yeah, no, there's a lot down here where I'm at, especially the back roads. Most of them, I'm not gonna say most of them, but a good portion of them don't have lines at all. So
You're on your own, kid.
you're on your own. And heaven forbid there be like a tractor coming at you, because I live in that small of a town here in here in Arkansas, where the only traffic on the road, if it's not a lawnmower or a four-wheeler, it's a tractor.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right, I'm scrolling through because quite a bit here. Wasn't prepared for this.
Oh, come! Okay, I can read out a question here. Somebody said, "What is your?"
We're saving the
one of
fan questions for
is-
episode 2.
Yeah.
No, one of the questions you gave me is, "What is your favorite and least favorite element of Minecraft?"
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you know, we'll do that. There you go, Misty. Misty's asking his own questions now.
All right. we just got fired by Misty. Man.
Yeah, for real.
Well, my favorite is the creativity and the range of blocks that we've got. You know, and there's always more blocks on its way. I especially love the pale oak and the cherry wood. I thought that was a great addition
Cherry I
to
don't
the
use
game.
enough of, but the pale oak, top tier.
Yeah, top tier.
And my least favorite element of Minecraft is the mobs and the PvP, because I'm terrible at that.
Real.
I'm terrible
fair.
at it. Ask
Fair.
my Ender Dragon fight, you know?
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Hey, didn't we do that together though?
Yeah, but you saw
Didn't
me
you and
blow
me
myself
go and
up
do that
several
together?
times.
Listen, tell me you hate me without telling me you hate me.
I did not. Although it has been a long time since I have screamed Melissa, so you know,
True. It's true.
we're okay.
What so on that like you know, liking the wide variety of blocks and creativity of Minecraft, is there anything that you would add to Minecraft?
Tough golems.
Oh, he did not
the tough
hesitate
golems?
there. He did not hesitate.
Tough golems. I hated that they never made it. I'm glad the copper golems have made it, and I'm glad that they've got a very good use to them. But tough golems, I was so interested about some of their functionality and the way that they can hold items and walk around with items. And I feel like now that they've got copper golems down, I feel like tough golems is something that they could totally add.
Absolutely could, yeah.
And I would add as well, like any like more like redstone mechanical things. I love the create mod. Um, and I loved when autocrafters were added, but I want more moving things like pistons, and I think it'd be cool if some kind of conveyor belt was made as a replacement for hoppers where you could see
Yeah.
items moving, but they weren't water streams. I think that would be something really cool that I would love to have.
See, I'm a fan of water streams in Minecraft. I don't know, I might be partial to that, but like I actually have always loved the idea of water streams through Minecraft. But I do agree with like the movement thing. I think that's one of my favorite things with certain redstone contraptions is seeing the movement that's happening with it. The seeing it and knowing that it's working, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's something that just my brain finds satisfying. So like I can absolutely agree on that. And I think the tough golems is a really cool answer to hear because like, well, I mean, we've already got iron golems, we've got the snow golem, now we've got copper golems. I mean, why not have the tough ones as well? I mean, it seems like Minecraft is into adding the little bits of passive movement like that, so I don't see why not. I like the copper golems
Like,
themselves have already added so much to into people's bases. Even around here, they're not moving, but I spammed the heck out of them. I mean, there's one right here in front of us. So
they create that bit of movement that's like natural, but like you're able to like you could make them little butlers that are holding like cake or pie and they're walking around like a dining room kind of like thing, you know?
yeah,
They have that potential to do that, and I think there was something about them and hoppers and like being able to like give them an item and take away an item. And so you're able to just like I feel like there's so much function that they could serve that's very similar to copper golems, so I see maybe that they might have tried to merge some things. Um, but definitely more as like display piece. People would use tough golems because they blend in with the kind of stone gargoyle type thing.
yeah,
Coppers are
yeah,
very much the metal version of that, you
yeah.
know?
Where I mean, like Minecraft is like oh, the fan base of Minecraft largely builds medieval. So like
Yeah.
having
Or at least starts off building.
yeah, definitely
medieval.
starts off
Yeah.
that way. But I mean, even then, some of the veteran players out there, like Flip, that's pretty much most of their style.
Mhm.
Like the tough golems as the gargoyles would
Would be
actually fit
sick.
so perfectly.
That would actually be so sick.
It would be so sick.
Like, could you imagine Cube's base with tough golem gargoyles?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
And better yet, I know that they had like the red kind of like carpet look. I'm wondering if there's a way that they could like maybe you can like dye them and switch out that color.
Like a llama?
Minecraft, hire me, please. There's my dream job.
Yeah,
Hire
yeah.
me.
He says
Get
Minecraft.
your
There's
Hire
my
me.
application right
And I will
there.
I will spend a year on these tough golems, perfecting them. How everyone would love them.
I mean, look, I'd like to see them. Now,
Me
granted, like
too.
I am like I'm loving some of the newer stuff that they are adding to the game. Like we haven't updated to it yet, but like they've got the like the new Nautilus and
I
stuff
love the
like that. No,
Nautilus.
the Nautilus it looks super cool, super cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I feel like more of these passive mobs like this. I feel like that's a really cool way to tie the game in a little bit more, make it feel a little bit more lively, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, there's all sorts of passive mobs with like our farm animals and dogs and stuff like that, but like, I mean, just I guess a breath of fresh air, something that's not as common, I suppose. That's I guess what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
Happy Ghasts were a great addition. The Copper Golems were a great addition. it is even the sniffers were a great addition to add
I love the
life
sniffers,
in a
yeah.
passive way. And yeah, we've got all those those passive mobs, but I wish there was more that you could just spawn in, like the copper golem. Simple. Same with the iron golem, tough golem follows through, snow golem. They're all spawnable like that, and I
Mhm.
think it would be cool to have a few more of those kinds of things
Yeah.
that you can bring life without having to drag life all the way
Right.
over.
Absolutely, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Bring life instead of having to drag life.
Ask Joy in the massive villager bridge, you know? That's a pre-season thing.
Man, I really wish I was recording during that moment. A little,
Because that's
a
a
little,
very impressive bridge.
yeah, a little behind the scenes, chat for our preseason server. They were bringing villagers or something over, and they made this huge bridge that went from our spawn area all the way over to like a village or something that was like made out of the most random blocks in somebody's inventory. Like at some point, the bridge turned into crafting tables and furnaces and stuff.
That was me.
Yeah, yeah. It was bizarre.
Yeah,
It
no.
was awesome. You
Love the
mean?
preseason. I do
yeah.
miss the preseason spawn. It was very cool.
I mean, well, you know, we have the world download of that.
We do.
We do. Okay, I'm gonna go. Wait, is it?
We'll deal with
I
that
need to
after the
go find
podcast.
I need to go find that. I gotta go film some stuff in there. It's gotta be part of the lore.
It's still in my Dropbox. I'm sure we could find it.
Lore.
Lore.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to ask Mel before we wrap up part 1?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty solid for part 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
He said, "Yeah, let's get this done."
Well, yeah.
No, I was just looking at the rest of the questions, and I was like, either half of them have got like nothing answered under them, or are just good openers for the next part.
Love to
He's
see
like,
it.
I need a break. I need this.
Yeah, I
Can
just
We could keep going. We could go for hours. Like I could talk for hours. Like
Okay. Well,
we start questioning my lore, and we'll be here for hours.
all right. Well, on that note, I think that's where we're wrapping up a part 1 of our interview with Misty. As always, if you haven't seen Misty's content, a link to his channel is down in the description. And as has been with the last interviews, he should be linked as a collaborator on this podcast as well. So there should just be links to find him, and as well as all the other crafters and the CraftWorks fan Discord and merch, which are also down in the description. Be sure to go and check those out. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.